so shady.
They are shady. Everybody that was on this reunion show that was a man has abandoned me.
No.
Just like hip hop. And the only one left standing by my side is my sister.
Uh-oh.
Envy gets a pass because Envy's just busy. Actually, everybody probably gets a pass because you're the only one I invited.
Well, there you have it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the new Zoo Review. No, what's the name of the show now? Jonesy. Let's just call it Jonesy.
Let's call it Jonesy.
Like Rhoda.
Rhoda.
I love Jonesy. I love Jonesy. Let's call it the I Love Jonesy show, right?
Okay. Rhoda.
Like Carol Burnett, Jonesy Jones, whatever. Hey, boo!
Hey.
Hello, lovies. Special shout out to our sponsors in honor of Women's History Month. Our family for life that always come through with the big sponsorship, Sarah Brown Caterers. This portion of the Miss Jones in the Morning Show reunion is brought to you by our friends at Sarah Brown Caterers. Plan for your friends. They'll cook and cater for you. The information's right before you. Sarah Brown Caterers. Now, they are not having the restaurant up in the vineyard this year, but they are still catering, but they're still catering.
Okay, so I can just call and place my order. Okay, good.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah Brown Caterers. And happy Women's History Month to Sarah Brown for being a pioneer in the culinary business. Mm-hmm. And big shout out to Ken and Deidre. Our next sponsor, the Carbon Lounge. You can go there for all your health food and health drink options in Harlem. We will put that up. Anybody else, if you are interested in being a sponsor or advertiser rather, please email the Miss Jones Reunion at gmail.com. So Research, how have you been? It's been what, 3 months?
I feel like it has been. So yeah, a lot's happened. I had a birthday in January, so that was fun.
Belated happy birthday, Capricorn.
Thank you. I am a true Capricorn, so those who know. Just doing a lot of ripping and running. I'm glad that we are out of daylight
traveling
and traveling. Yes, so just a few little islands we visited. Because I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who suffer with SAD, that seasonal affective disorder. I get, my mood, my energy is really low. So every year, every year, my husband and I, during the winter months, we try to go and, island hop a little bit and get some sun.
Now, is that something you were professionally diagnosed with, or do you just know yourself?
I just know myself. I just feel it coming on, and my appetite for physical activity diminishes. Like I'm not interested in doing a whole lot of stuff. As soon as the sun goes down, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad they were out of it. And now they're talking about making this permanent. Oh, I hope it passes.
Making what permanent?
Daylight savings time. So that we won't be jumping back and leaping forward or whatever it is. It'll just be permanent. What we're doing today will be permanent.
But why? Why are they always trying to do some new shit that backfires eventually or winds up costing us money?
Well, because do you like when the sun sets at 4:30?
I don't like a lot of things that have been in place since the beginning of time. But
this has not been in place since the beginning of time. This is some BS thing that's lingered since the colonial days. We can fix this.
But what was the purpose? If it had to do with the colonizers, obviously there was a check attached.
Yes.
So I need to know what I'm losing. Oh, was it 1 more hour of daylight to work?
Yes, in the morning. I think that's what it was. Morning daylight versus evening daylight. But I live in a big city. There's nothing like getting off the train at 4:30 and it's dark outside. No, thank you. So we could do this. And the sun will probably set about 5:45, 6 p.m. I could live with that.
Okay, that's
sad, affected people. We could live with that. So
I have that too. I really believe I have that, but I don't want to like water the real people sad down with my bullshit. You know, my shit is convenience only. I'll be right back. I need to get a box of tissues because I realized I think I have allergies.
Oh, well, it might be the cat.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did I leave it downstairs? All right, so I'm bringing the roll, but I left the box. So Chase started yesterday. You know, he has bad allergies.
Oh yeah.
Really, really bad allergies. And so yesterday he said, I think it's allergy season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started sneezing. And then my nose started running. And then I noticed nasal drip in my throat.
Oh,
and now
wow.
Today I feel like I have flowers in my eyelashes. And it was before I put the extensions on.
So yeah, it's hay fever season. The flowers are waking, they're wakening up, and I think daffodils are the first ones to bloom, and the trees, you can see the leaf bulbs on the trees starting to swell a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely allergy season, but you guys have a new family member.
Yeah, but
Name is the cat.
No, the cat. Remember when we first got the cat in November, I had the issue. And then
it went
we started
away.
feeding him that Purina, the allergen reducer.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that filter machine that blows and sucks up the air. And I've been fine.
Okay.
So this ain't him. This is
outside.
This is outside. This is 2 days. He's been here since November.
So for me, what's been wonderful is still wearing a mask, because I suffer really bad. I'll have pollen fall on my skin and I'll break out in hives. I've had that happen. So I still wear my mask.
That's crazy. Because if you go out in the morning and you see all the green dust on people's cars, that's all pollen. So imagine it on her face.
Yeah,
that's like an immediate allergy attack. But I'm not doing a mask. I'm just gonna have to die.
No. So what's been going on with you? What are you? I'm not.
I am. You know why? Because I'm tired of ordering them from Amazon. That's what it is. I'm tired of, and we just go through them.
Yeah.
And now I'm running out and I'm looking and I'm going in doctor's offices. Excuse me, do you have a light mask? Because all I have is K95s. I'm either all in or I'm not there.
Okay. Yeah. No, the K95s are really good, but sometimes you just need like a little surgical to run in and run out. Yeah, I got you.
It's too restricting. It's too restricting. So, but other than that, I'm good. I haven't been able to travel at all because the kids were heavy in sports.
Yes.
Big shout out to an amazing wrestling season that both my sons had.
Excellent.
They both made it to state qualifiers. In Jalen's case, it was national prep or prep nationals. And they both did really well. Jalen, he should have placed top 8. He placed top 16, but that's because he was cheated in his last round by the referee, which I have on tape, which I plan to put on YouTube because, but I don't want to be that person because he still got more time, and then they'll go, here they come.
Yeah. Okay.
But top 16 in the country is great. And and Che as well. So now we're out of that. And I feel like this is the one, because we come in September with football.
Right.
And football and football and more football. And then it rolls right into wrestling. And both of these are high impact, intense sports.
Yeah.
And it's just me running from, so now spring.
Game.
Right. We're not doing no spring football. Jalen is going to do his discus shot put stuff, but that is self-contained. And I'm ready.
So no baseball? They don't do baseball? Okay.
No. And my silly ass offered them to try. And they're like, no, they don't want to do basketball. I offered them to try. So whatever. I don't need another sport, anything extra on my plate. Yeah. Because, well, I don't want to be making no major announcements.
Okay, so don't. I'm going to walk you off this ledge.
But I have big stuff. Remember I told you about my Fox Soul TV show?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of put that on the back burner for right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I got another opportunity to do something else that I think is like even bigger.
Okay.
That I'm gonna be launching in like probably the summer.
Nice.
But very excited. And you know what that is.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And if we wind up doing mornings on the block, that's just more gravy at the table. I'll take
There we
all
go.
the money.
There we go.
Because New York needs Miss Jones in the morning.
Ain't that the truth?
Although I thought the rumor had it that I was supposed to be doing afternoons, right? And Ed Lover was supposed to do mornings. That was the initial rumor.
But he's 7 to 10. Is that the case?
At night.
Yeah.
At night.
And Nick Cannon is middays.
Let's talk about that. His daytime talk show got canceled, but yeah. I told you guys it was canceled back in October. I told y'all that.
So why do you think it took so long for it to be announced publicly? Or
because they didn't expect Wendy's dumbass not to come back to work. So you can't have two empty spots.
Right. And Sherry is taking her.
Sherry is irrelevant. Sherry ain't gonna last. Mm-hmm. And Sherry's not gonna last because number one, Sherry is not very, she might be nice, not very smart. Remember, she was the one on The View saying that the world was flat. You don't remember that?
I shall Google.
Yeah.
Because that's bananas.
That's when I said, no bueno. I say some dumb shit more than half the time. But you might not never catch me on ABC saying some shit like the world is flat. I might just shut up and not say nothing. If the shape is questionable, I'm out.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You see it, right? So
I'm looking. Keep going.
Not that you have to be a rocket scientist to fill Wendy's shoes. Because Lord knows she's the queen of, that's just the kind of gal I have. She goes like that. Yeah, no. That's not highbrow.
How is she doing? Do we know?
Well, she called into Good Morning America the other day.
Yes.
And was discussing Wells Fargo and how she needed her money that she worked hard for because she's got mortgages to pay.
Yeah.
And that she was fine. First, she said, I'm 57, so there are doctor's appointments I have, but I've got the body and the mind of a 25-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Then why aren't we seeing your face? Like, why have you not resurfaced? Like, all these rumors swirling.
Mm-hmm.
We know Wendy Williams throughout the years, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
She is not the bashful or the let me not say something. She's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why she has not shown us herself. And I believe that videotape, sorry to interrupt, that videotape of her on the beach, I think that was an old tape, but go ahead.
But I think that we should normalize it being okay for someone to have a health crisis and be managing through it. It's okay. Like, I feel like.
No, that's part of mental health. Acknowledging that I've had too much. I need time off.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
but don't
through
rush.
It.
Right. But she called in. She called in. And then when you call in, the obvious, like she is the type of person that anticipates what is going to be asked of her so she can already have the pre-produced answer ready. That's why she's successful. So when the anchor asked her when would she come back, she stumbled over her answer and said, give me 3 months.
Yes, I did see that.
What happens in 3 months? Like, do you know what I mean?
She
3
said
months is a rating book.
She said she'll be back better than ever.
Let's hope it's true. Because Sherry ain't the answer. And Leah Remini might have been, but you can't replace the only Black woman, and Whoopi don't count, with a white one.
So what's going on with Nick Cannon's time slot?
Well, if Wendy comes back, I'm thinking they'll push Sherry to 11.
Aha.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm like, can she? I don't know what the contract looks like. I don't know what Wendy's paperwork looks like. So I don't know if that's even doable. I don't know. I heard that the Debmar Mercury, the TV production company,
Mhm.
I heard that they had something to do with the money being frozen because I think Wendy was still getting paid the direct deposits from the TV show.
Mhm.
No, we're not paying you to not show up. So I think they froze those checks, maybe. I think that might have been it. I don't know. I'm just speculating because Jobs can do that.
This is
Radio
so
1 did that
messy.
shit to me.
They just froze your paycheck?
They put the check in and reversed it back out, and Bank of America let them.
Sheesh.
Needless to say, I got it back once I sued them, but I should have just taken it all out. And for those of you out there that have bank accounts and stuff, like maybe this is stupid or ignorant what I'm about to say, but get a shoebox, go old school, and start keeping cash on hand.
So let me comment on that as I play with my eyebrow razor blade and cut myself. Let me comment on that because my husband and I talk about this regularly. Yo, your money in the bank ain't your money. It's not your money. The bank has the right to question you, freeze your accounts, refuse to give you your money at any point. It's in the fine print. Your money in the bank is not yours because, the average person hears, oh, Wendy Williams, the bank, they froze her money. And you're like, what? What are we talking about here? I could just go to the bank and get my money. No, you can't. Once you start depositing your money into the bank, they have control. They have say. And if someone in that establishment feels as though you are not sane or you're being manipulated, they can, do all these things, quote unquote, in your best interest. Or you go to the bank and let's say I have $10,000 cash that I want to deposit. They have the right to ask you where you got the money from and ask you to prove it.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Right. So, the dude
that's the government though on them.
So, it's not your money. Look, the guy Coogler, the guy who did Black Panther, he went into was it Chase? I think it
Doesn't
was
even matter. Pick a bank, any bank.
Right. He went into a bank and the teller didn't recognize him. She felt intimidated. He handed her a note and said,
right, because
hey,
why are you writing it on a note? Like, go and get a deposit slip.
He did. He had a deposit slip.
They said it was on the back of a note that he said, hand me, he wrote on a note. It was something suspicious.
In addition to the deposit slip and his ID. And she questioned who he was and they called the police. It's not your money.
I might have to. Don't be writing. Don't be writing. Don't be assuming I can read because I work in the bank and can count.
Oh, good Lord.
Just do it the regular people way.
Just stay your ass home.
But well, here's the thing with that. Well, first, back to Wendy. I think I said this before, not on the podcast because we had stopped. I said, I bet you, I guarantee you any amount of money. Wendy went in that bank with little Kevin and big Kevin. Or one of them and tried to get money out. Assuming that the people in Wells Fargo don't watch the Wendy show. They know you got beef with big Kevin. They know that he cheated on you and it was a messy divorce and that you're paying him money every month. Everybody knows. They know your relationship with little Kevin is estranged. Everybody knows. The rumors are that you're not all together there. You might be having a mental break. All right. Mm-hmm. They're hearing that too. The employees at Wells Fargo are not supernatural human beings. They watch TV. And so if you walked in with two supposed enemies asking for money, I'm going to freeze shit too. Now, what did she say on Good Morning America? She said, I went into the bank with little Kev, and because I'm trying to make him more involved. In my... Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? And they're like, all right, well, nigga, you need to tell us. It's not their business, but because they have the control, you need to tell us. We need to hear from you when you are a sound mind. Right. Yes. You just don't come in here with little Kev and big Kev and think you're going to take money out.
Because it's not your money.
And Big Kev got the nerve to be trying to sue the Wendy show for money. Talking about Hot Topics was my idea. Bitch, that came from The View, bitch. And Barbara Walters told Wendy that when Wendy's show first went up and she interviewed her. She said, you stole Hot Topics from me, right? So who are you to say you created Hot Topics? And the shoe cam, I'm sure that wasn't Kevin's idea either because he's not creative or bright. I said it.
Do they still do the shoe cam?
Yeah, because Nick was doing it on his show.
Oh, stop.
But the sneaker cam, I think he was doing. But the bottom line is Kevin wouldn't be coming back trying to sue if Wendy was still around to object. He done spent, in my opinion, all that fucking money. He done spent that money. And now that he see Wendy sat her ass down and ain't got no more show,
he's trying to
double back and get some pennies that was left on the table. You're out.
Got it.
Get out. You're out. And I made a comment about that bank situation with the producer of Black Panther when Kim Whitley was sitting in on Wendy's show. And I said she is too ghetto and unpolished for daytime TV. The reason I made that statement is because when co-host with her, Finesse Mitchell and Whitley were discussing the incident with the gentleman at the bank, the main idea was that he could have gotten killed because cops would have come in with guns drawn.
Yes.
That was the main idea.
Yes,
and I felt for once we're having an adult conversation, a preventative, hopefully, conversation, a conversation of seriousness and awareness. And all Kim Whitley could do was keep trying to go in there and make it about her and keep fighting for a punchline and fighting for a daytime TV show. She just would not stop. It was like the annoying child that you have to say, sit your fucking ears down before I fuck you up. He just kept interjecting. Was like, because that happened to me, child. Somebody went in the bank and tried to act like they was my sister and withdrew $10,000. And it was like the record stopped. Like, Finesse just sat there with his little poised Michael Strahan-esque daytime male talk host. He was very poised, like, that's not what we're talking about. This isn't about you. And that's why I said she's too ghetto and too unpolished. But I got several DMs about that, saying that my comment was distasteful and that I'm a hater, which I don't care. Like, I don't care. And I don't want to say that y'all don't matter. Only my friends and people that I respect matter. But that was the foundation of the statement. And if that's distasteful, then that's what the fuck it got to be, distasteful. But she was very that wasn't the right time.
Her timing was off.
Everybody's trying to get a daytime talk show. Now that Sherry ass got one. So she felt that was her moment. She just kept on child with Kim Whitley. This is not your living room. You don't have to be girl and child. Why do they get on these TV shows?
Is she always like that?
For the most part.
Okay. So she was being herself. Oh, okay. Because I'm okay
herself, but you got to read the room. Like that moment was a teachable moment that's not, often found on the Wendy show. But she just kept on with because that happened to me. Somebody went in the bank, tried to get $10,000 out my account saying they're my sister. Not about you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank God it wasn't. It ain't about you. So I'm hearing Jennifer Hudson is in talks to have a daytime talk show.
Jennifer Hudson?
That's what I said. Don't nobody want to hear Marble Mouth on a daytime talk show?
With who? Lord,
it doesn't matter because it's always Effie. It's always fucking Effie. Every time I see Jennifer Hudson,
that's all you see.
Acting or singing, that's all I see is Effie. You have no personality. I don't even know. You're a mute. Like you never even.
You're right.
Yes. Why? I'll tell you why. And I'm going to tell you white Hollywood producers how to avoid such. Stop getting drunk at the Christmas party and falling in love with the Black girl that your executive producer has brought as the plus one. And stop telling her, sing that Black stuff. Do that Black stuff that you do.
Shut up.
And then she does it. And then you tell her agent, she's wonderful. I love her. He goes, I'll call you Monday. And then Tuesday, there's a deal. That's how it happens. I guarantee that's how it happened with Tiffany Haddish, who's supposed to be taking over the Ellen show.
I actually like Tiffany on the Ellen show.
She's likable. Yeah, I guarantee she was doing that Tiffany Haddish buffoonery shit that she does. She was
I actually like it. Yeah, I like her. But yeah, it does say here that the show is entitled The Jennifer Hudson Show.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But yeah, it's a thing.
grinding up on the wife of the executive producer of Survivor or some shit, wins
So
you a daytime talk show.
so much has happened. Like literally, a lot has happened since we last did the podcast. You want me to do a quick rundown?
No, not just yet. I do want the rundown, but I want to get into the Jennifer Hudson show.
Okay.
And the top 3 reasons why probably.
You're so stupid.
No, I'm not going to do the top 3 reasons. No, you can't be that way. You can't. Not when you have things up.
It's coming in the fall. Like this is happening. This is coming in the fall.
They think because Kelly Clarkson gets up there. Didn't she actually win American Idol? Kelly Clarkson?
Kelly Clarkson, I think, was the first winner of American Idol. Mm-hmm.
Wait, did she beat Fantasia? No, Fantasia
Fantasia beat Jennifer.
As she should. So why isn't Fantasia getting the show? Because she got a whole lot more shit that she's willing to share with the public than Jennifer Boren Hudson.
I know that's right.
And please don't get up there with that boggle head telling lies of how you eat healthy and how you lost the weight naturally. Because what I will do is I will go back into my booking book and I will reinvite the nurse that nursed you during your weight loss surgery, who I had on my show at Power 99 in Philly, who told us you did not lose that weight, all that Weight Watchers or Nutrisystem or whatever the fuck system it was supposed to be. You had a bariatric, a lap band or the Gap band. Outstanding. Drain the fat right out.
Which shouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. Like tons of people have the band.
But you gotta make me chase you for the truth, and I'm gonna make it the biggest deal. Now you want to sit in it. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable. We've all had nips and tucks and Gap bands playing in our stomachs. Mm-hmm. But because you lie and you hide and all of that, know the reason why Wendy won. And the reason you're getting a chance is because Wendy proved it to be viable, is because Wendy was transparent.
That's
so you're
either
going to talk about the Gap band in your stomach, the husband that y'all secretly divorced, because I was there when they met.
Yeah, you don't even hear nothing about him no more.
You was there too, remember? He was a guest on our morning show at Hot, and she was over there with Isaac and them, or Talent and them, at Kiss. And she went to the vending machine and looked in the window and saw him sitting there and was like, oh my God, who's that? And then she, excuse me, can I? And then she exchanged numbers with him. The next thing we knew, they was getting married. It was groupie love.
You hear nothing about that dude at all.
Well, shit, he kissed New York. I don't want to hear nothing from him. Remember?
Yes.
Horrific New York Tiffany Pollard, who lied and said she went to Syracuse University.
Yes.
Why you come on my show lying about Syracuse when you know my whole family went there, bitch? Anyway, so the Jennifer Hudson marbles in her mouth show. I don't know.
We'll see.
Tiffany Haddish, that could probably win.
I think that'll be a winner.
That could probably win because she's very transparent.
Very transparent.
She talks about her stuff. And the reason why I don't think Sherry will be successful is because Wendy has a cult following. And I don't say that in a bad way. Mm-hmm. But when you have a cult following, it could be Jesus filling in for you and he'll get booed.
Yeah.
So it's the way Sherry's show is being presented that I think is going to have negative impact on her success.
Right, because it's being pushed as it's replacing Wendy. It's not like the Sherry Shepherd show. If Wendy comes back and they put Sherry as the tag, you're it, she might do better. But after Wendy, ain't nobody got time for Sherry. Because what you gonna talk about that Wendy ain't already flipped up, down, left, right, back, forth, how you want it. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody interested in the sweet sugar coated, oh, we're not gonna talk about people. Oh, we're not gonna make them feel awkward when they come here. So I don't know. But mark down what I said, my predictions. Now we can do the rundown. Whew, all right. So we're still in the middle of a pandemic. I don't care what nobody says.
And there's a new strain.
Yes, there is. There is Omicron 2.0. It is in China at the moment. It's in Europe at the moment. And typically the states, well,
that means they're here.
The big city.
If it's there, it's here.
It's here. We're usually about 2 to 3 weeks behind. So everyone's lifted their mask requirements and most of the COVID vaccine mandates, but don't move so fast. Don't throw those masks out right away because you might need them again. If you haven't noticed, Russia has invaded. What's wrong?
What if this is not hay fever and this is the new Omarion B2K strain?
You got COVID tests in the house, right?
I'll be right back.
No, not now. Not now.
I need to know. I'm like, Joe, I want to know. I could wait. I waited this long.
Okay, thank you. So Russia has invaded Ukraine. And
Ukraine don't want Black people on the train. So guess what?
So this is what I'll say to that. This is what I'll say to that. While I can absolutely acknowledge the horror of what
Black people trying to escape Putin, as well.
Let me finish of what Putin is doing in Ukraine, because it's not appropriate. He's killing people. They don't want you there. Get out. Don't come back. While I can acknowledge that, I also find it depressing that racism always finds a way to rear its ugly head, even in the midst of you being
having bombs bursting in your air.
Right, there's still somehow
you're dying. Your babies are dying. They bombing hospitals and daycare centers, and yet still y'all still got that racist in you. So I don't know. I don't know.
You know, and a lot. I've seen a lot of reports come out that where Ukrainians and other people from other countries who've been taking in the refugees saying, listen, it's not everybody. We have been accepting people and welcoming people. It's not everybody, blah, blah, blah. But it's just really sad. And so
I saw a lot of Black people on that platform, and I didn't see as many be interviewed by CNN and MSNBC as was on that platform. I only saw one day. So you got to imagine if that platform was filled with Black people that one day, how long had it been going on? And how long is it still going on? So don't come to me for no sympathy and no nothing, because you still want to be racist.
And it wasn't just the African students. There were Caribbean students who were there. There were Indian students. I heard that a lot of Middle Eastern people were also having lots of issues. And so I just, humanity kills me every single time. And I just wish that we were a bit more compassionate, just in general, every day.
Not us. It's the white people.
Well, I think I just want everybody to be more compassionate. Just be humans. And I think we forget that. Like, if Putin remembered that Ukrainians were humans, he wouldn't be treating them this way. And if Ukrainians remembered that foreigners and African folks and people of color are human too, they would have been allowed to exit just like everybody else. And so it's sad. I'm saddened by that.
I'm sad, but I'm not shedding a tear, because y'all still want to be racist in the midst of all of that. So this is what y'all gonna get.
Unfortunately. So some really sad news. Toni Braxton's sister, Tracy, passed, 50 years old. She died of cancer.
She had the same cancer that my mom died of.
Wow.
And I have never really heard of many people dying of throat cancer. Mm-hmm. And it was fast. And you know what? Mm-hmm. We didn't even know my mom had the throat cancer until my dad died and she had a broken heart. And we always thought it was just a figure of speech. Mm-hmm. But your heart really can break. And when your heart breaks, I think that's when symptoms arise of things that might have always been there.
Right.
But were not active. Right. Now they become activated. Remember Tracy Braxton's son died? Mm-hmm. Didn't he commit suicide like a few years ago?
Really?
Look and see if it was her daughter. Wait. It was a daughter that committed suicide, I think, of Tracy Braxton.
Let me see.
And they touched on it quickly and briefly on the Braxton Family Values show. I think, was it her niece that she had been raising? Well, I'm just saying she probably had a broken heart.
Well, you know that depression definitely, any type of depression definitely suppresses
Stress.
your immune, and stress suppresses your immune system. And so, of course, if your immune system is
Compromised at all, that will,
absolutely
yeah, speed up things that we don't know that are going on. But that
right.
is tragic because honestly, to me, Tracy was like probably the coolest. And she
And the
was a Zeta.
funniest, really, unfortunately, she died at 50. That is super, super young. I don't think anybody, when I heard it, my heart sank. That is
It
super
sounds young
young.
to us, but to like 25-year-olds, because even when I was 25, I thought 50 was old. My mother died at 46.
Jesus.
But I thought, all right, she lived, she was a little old. But now I'm like,
Like, that was young.
I know, but I feel, I
That's
don't know.
terribly young.
But 47-year-olds back then moved old people-ish back
Okay.
then. 50-year-olds now, I think because of hip hop and what we grew up with, we
Yes.
have a
We're a bit
different
more
energy.
durable.
We're
Yes.
youthful. Like we're
Yes.
youthful 50. Like we're
Yes,
not
that's true.
like our parents 50 and them.
Right.
Our
No, I
mannerisms
agree.
are more youthful.
Yes, I agree. And it's a mindset, right? It's definitely a mindset. So, in other sad news, Khaleesi's husband died of cancer, I think last week. Another individual, not
Stomach
even
cancer.
40, 37 years old. Not, I don't know
Oh,
what's
that makes
going
her
on.
quite the cougar. But you're right.
Yeah, I think she's more like my age. But 37 years old, he died of stomach cancer. What?
Cougar. If you had a 37-year-old boyfriend or husband,
Yeah, I would be a
cougar would
cougar.
cougar would
That,
be your name.
yes, it would. Yeah. I'm several years older than that, for those who are wondering. Yes.
But you look great.
And that's all that matters, right? Exactly. But you know what's been bothering me? Ooh, this lower back pain. Oh, Jesus. You hit a
What
certain
about
age and your eyes start to go and your back start to hurt.
my eyes, my
Ooh.
eyes, my eyes, my eyes, my poor eyes. Had I only worn the glasses when I was younger, my mother said, "You gonna regret it," and I do.
Yes. Yes. Because I can't see past this monitor here most of the time. So, which is typically why I'm up close normally.
All I
But
see is shadows.
it's true.
Shadows.
It is very true. But again, you got to have a youthful, energetic mindset, and it makes all the difference, right?
Hip hop.
It did it for us. Yep. What else has been going on? Kim and
Oh,
Kanye.
oh.
I have no words. Moving right along. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should find words. I was going to say, did you hear the nice, nifty little diss record from Mace to Diddy?
No,
He
I
said,
did
"You ain't even from
not.
Harlem. You from Mount Vernon. Rep your own city." Ah, Diddy.
Well, where'd that come from? All out the blue.
Max, can we find a little clip of it?
Yeah, I'm just a Harlem nigga repping down a Vegas strip with my own shit. You from my Vernon nigga, go and rep your own hood. I'm not hating on your Billy Worth. Right now, I'm only saying what you really worth. You ain't no architect, you just a nigga not a market death.
It's going to be a hot summer.
You think?
You don't?
Did Diddy
Diddy gonna clap
respond?
back? He
You think
will. If he
so?
hasn't, he will.
Okay.
Does he ever not take the bait? But I'm like, what got into Minister Mace?
No.
I don't know, but I'm here for it all. This is the fight of the
Jeez.
summer. This is Mayweather versus
Stop.
Pacquiao.
So, where's this song? Where can we find it? Is it on YouTube? Is it on Instagram? You know,
I don't know.
What has
Ask
Mace?
Max. No, look, ask Max. He just found it. He just played it.
Let me see. Mace.
So I don't know. Maybe we need to get Mace on the show and talk to him and find out what's going on, because Diddy ain't got no more soldiers. Diddy's been like laying low, or unless he's making big, quiet business moves. But he hasn't been
Probably.
like, I always see him in water and vacationing. So
I don't blame him.
let's hope it doesn't get outrageous. And let's hope,
Well, whatever it is, I'm here for it. You know, you have to be of a certain age from a certain era for this to even matter to you. But let's see. Mace is an interesting character. He bounces back and forth between Murder Mace and Minister Mace, and so that'd be an interesting conversation.
I don't know, but send that collection plate around and around and around, because he gonna need security this summer, child.
Lord.
So I don't want to talk about Kim and Kanye only because I don't really care about them, because she should have never been made famous to begin with, because she has no talent at all.
And the nerve of her to tell women, get up and do the fucking work. Have you lost your mind?
Bitch, all you did was lay down and get worked. That's how this all began. Ray J laying you down and putting that work in on you. And your mother capitalizing on your whoredness, on your whoredom.
That's the person that I would love to speak to and ask some questions to. I could care less about Kim and Kanye and their nonsense and their divorce and the new boyfriend and the new girlfriend. And
that Pete Davidson, I wouldn't want that scary looking ex-meth head looking. He looks like bizarre. My kids would stand there and cry, and my kids are big.
But that's Kim's thing. She likes bizarre.
Or does she just like, is she an attention whore that likes whoever is in the limelight or whoever's going to get her a look? Because he's the most least suspected boyfriend choice. So she's going with that for shock value.
Yeah.
Stop exposing niggas to your kids at this young of an age. I'm not saying don't have a life, but keep your life apart and separate from that of what your kids are saying. And yes, I said it.
Meanwhile, these two men have mental health problems, and they have been having this whole mental health breakdown on Instagram, so much to the point now that Instagram has, I think they suspended Kanye for something crazy he said on Instagram. So I'm over it. I promise folks, listen, folks, I promise you, if we stop paying attention, they'll go away.
No, I don't think
over it.
Kanye, come to my page. I'll let you go live. I'll let you say your say. Tag me in.
Are you off punishment yourself?
For now.
For now, exactly. So
that's because I've been laying low.
Be easy.
I've been laying low until I can set up my Patreon stuff. And I'm on YouTube more, or want to be. This to be my new home, because I don't like the IG rules. I
like Patreon.
What was I going to say about Pete Davidson? So if it is true that you attract who you are, then Kim got mental issues too.
Well, listen, Black women have told all of the Black men who interface with the Kardashian clan, be careful, pay attention. They have a way of
OJing y'all,
sucking you in
and OJing
you up, and
remember who her
out.
Mother's best friend is. Remember, her mother's best friend was Nicole Simpson. She was down with that whole lot. Get the Black man's money, get OJ's money, live that lifestyle, girl. We traveling with y'all. And then when the glove has blood, then what? Y'all still trying to sue for money.
I've seen comments that, are sympathetic to Kanye. But then I see lots of comments that are like, dude, we told you. You know who they are. There's a track record there. Whether it's true or not, why would you want to go and find out? And now you know.
I love Kanye. Kanye, keep doing you, boo. I got your back. At least till R. Kelly gets home.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I'm all R. Kelly.
Speaking of R. Kelly.
Don't bring me no bad news. Don't bring me no bad news.
Cuomo is attempting a comeback. Cuomo is attempting a comeback. He's been running commercials in New York. He's been visiting the Black church, trying to, revive himself. And his brother, Chris, is suing CNN and I think for like $125 million or something ridiculous, saying that they wrongfully fired him.
They had no right, just because we got the same last name. No, they didn't. What that got to do with I do in my personal life? That's my brother.
You
I didn't bring it to
use
your airwaves.
you. Oh please. Ugh.
I want Cuomo back. I will lead that campaign.
You are not even in New York. Who has to deal with Cuomo?
That's a
He
small.
will not
that's
be
a,
getting
that's,
my vote.
That's just a small thing. We'll figure that out. I'll use Nikki's address. This is bad. I got it all planned out.
Wow.
Nikki or Jackie, I'm using somebody's address because we need Cuomo
Wow.
to be. He was the only one during the pandemic. Not Coco or whatever the hell her name is. Not de Blasio. Nobody. No, but they were in office and she was the second in line. Nobody was telling us the truth about the PPP equipment, the PPE equipment, whichever P it is. Nobody was telling us how the government was outbidding the states. Nobody gave us the truth but Cuomo.
Well, he gave you the convenient truths.
I don't care. He gave me more than, but he gave me more than. He gave us more truth than that Rick DeSantis in Florida. He gave us more truth than that orange fuck Trump.
Listen, give me all the truths and let me figure it out.
Okay,
don't give me the convenient truth.
You're never getting all
and that's my problem with them.
Well,
that's
no one is. What's his name? Eric Adams ain't going to give you all the truth neither.
Oh, please. I'm over him too. Too. There were better options than Eric Adams, right? There were better options. I'm sick of hearing about vegan food. They don't put vegan food on the school lunch menu. It's garbage. It's disgusting. That's number 2. Number 3, stop prancing around the city in front of cameras. Go sit down and get some work done.
But first come to my shows and then you can sit down and I'll sit on your lap.
No.
You might need crutches afterwards.
No.
Come on, E.
Get some work done.
Come on, easy, E.
The city is in a disaster. It's a disaster. You still have homeless and outrageous crimes on the train. You had a transgender man in East New York chopping up women and depositing bodies all over Brooklyn. Right? Then you had a homeless dude from DC coming up to here to New York, shooting homeless people. Like, we have a serious problem here. I don't need another. Yes, it did.
I mean, it's all this did not just start happening when he got sworn in. New York has been a hotbed for crime, especially when COVID. The mental health issue has been outrageous since the 80s, right? When they released all those mental health patients from Creedmoor and closed the hospital.
Very true. That's
so
very true.
We can't put all that on his. He can come and do some pre-party stuff with me and still be there in time for work. And come
I don't need another press conference. I need you to go sit down and get something done. What have you got?
But if people don't see him, they will assume that he's not doing anything or that he's hiding. So it's important for him to do press conferences.
Okay.
But not just press conferences.
Okay.
I agree with
I'm not buying it.
I agree. It's important for him to work, but I agree he needs to do both. Because we're in an age of what I see, I believe. What I don't see, I don't believe. So I feel like he's moving accordingly with the times, with social media. You know how stupid these kids are.
And apparently some of the old folks too. I'm over it.
Let's give him a shot. And let's bring Cuomo back. And that will help.
I don't like neither one of them.
I don't like Coco.
Maya Wiley. You're in Jersey. What's going on with your governor?
Oh my God, he just legalized weed.
They just did the same thing here in New York.
I don't like that. And he's taking away the plastic bags.
Oh, child, you'll get over that. Folks complained for about 30 days and now we all used to it. It's fine.
No, I can't carry brown paper bags.
No, so you get the reusable bags. And you can carry brown paper bags back into the store.
Yes. No, I can't. I have like 20 bags of groceries. Have you seen how my kids, how big they are?
So get reusable bags. They're way more sturdier.
I went and bought, but what I also bought, this may not last long. You know the thing that holds the plastic bags in the grocery store is the holder?
Yes.
I bought that and I bought like 1,500 plastic bags. So I plan on setting it up at the cashier's thing, putting my bags on there at the cashier thing, and as she's ringing, I'm gonna opening the bag and put my shit in my shopping cart because I already bagged my stuff by myself anyway while she's ringing. Big shout out to Met Food, where I learned how to do such when I was 14 and 15.
So what's gonna happen when you run out of your 1,500 bags?
Then we order more from China.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because what happens when the reusable bags, those straps do break, and sometimes you forget to bring them. So, I got to pay you a nickel for each bag. I got to get a nickel bag. Now I'm smoking nickel bags.
Put them in the car. Those little cheap ass plastic bags, you're going to have to triple them up, and they're going to break, and you're going to run out. And so just get the reusable bags.
I don't like change. We started the show by saying that.
Please and thanks.
Hey, Miss Wallace. Hey, boo. No, I'm not conforming. Yes. What difference do it make if the whole country is not getting on with the reusable bag shit? We're not going to make a difference in the ecology.
It's a slow process. Yeah, it's like you said with Adams. Give him some time. Give the plastic bag. Give the reusable bags some time.
Okay. All right. And Eric Adams, you have a seat at my table any day or night.
No, he does not. Because you eat ribs and pork chops and macaroni and cheese, and he doesn't.
They got vegan macaroni and cheese and ribs
Garbage.
And pork chops. No,
they don't. No, they don't. Stop it.
They do. Do you know who does it? The Organic Food Kings. Remember I went down to Florida for Drink Champs? When I tell you, Jalen had cheesesteak.
What is it made of?
Oh my God, everything vegan. Like the bread is made from, is it chickpeas or cauliflower or something vegan? But it's so good. It tasted like potato bread.
So let me ask this question.
No, my fat ass love a bread.
Wait. But let me ask the question. So what's the calories? Because just because it's vegan don't mean it's healthy.
You didn't say that Eric Adams wanted me to eat healthy. You said vegan. And I said I could get down with some vegan macaroni.
Okay, so we agree.
Moving the goalpost.
So now we agree that vegan doesn't equal healthy. Okay.
Oh, I never look. You know, all that shit could go to hell. I want all the butter. I want all the cream. I'm very saucy. I like all the sauce.
Yes. So at your house,
none of that shit.
So is your house like my house, where when you open up the refrigerator, the whole side is sauce, barbecue sauce, hot sauce, marinade, all the sauce. Okay.
All the cream sauce,
hot pepper sauce, yes,
tartar sauce, all of the marinara sauce, all
of it.
I'm very saucy.
Me too, very saucy.
but I'm just saying, I could acclimate to the vegan lifestyle because all vegan does not taste vegan and dry and nasty. It doesn't.
It's all
Organic Food Kings. I can't wait till they come to Brooklyn. You're going to see. You're going to be like, this is really good. And he probably has all the nutritional value stuff that you want to know that I don't care about.
Okay.
Because I'm like, whatever. And you are going to be blown away.
All right. It's a bet. Keep me posted.
Will do. And I'll see you, Easy E. What else is going on? Or should we wrap this up? Let's wrap this up and do another episode.
Okay.
All right. We just gave you your rundown from the top of the year till now, and we're going to come back with more messiness. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all the time. If you're interested in being an advertiser or being part of the crew or coming on the show to advertise or promote music or whatever you have popping, you can reach me at the Miss Jones Reunion at gmail.com. Bye, lovies.